March 16, 2023, the past couple of months have been a bit of a whirlwind. I finally finished my lifelong goal of finishing my degree. It is something I never thought I would achieve, even as I was finishing the last weeks of my final class. My self-esteem had taken a hit from the many failed previous attempts at finishing, but alas, I did. The aftermath was a bit disappointing. My family had planned a nice getaway in a remote town to celebrate the occasion, with some even flying in to join, but it all felt a bit anticlimactic. Here I was, finally putting this lifetime obstacle behind me, and yet no sense of relief or joy was to be had. I felt robbed. I also felt immense pressure to get to work as soon as possible. Towards the end of 2022, I finally started to nurse my chronic, and worsening, combination of carpal, radial, and ulnar nerve issues, something I got from phone use, bad posture while using the phone, typing for school, and God knows what else explains it. Either way, it was painful at this point. This had gone on for a couple of years, starting in the radials and through my compensating, ending in the other two arm nerves being affected. Rehabilitation was yet another level of added stress to my psychological and physical condition. By the time January came, it all came to a head. It was like my body and mind had been holding its breath for 3 years, and finally breathed a sigh of relief. But it came in the form of extreme physical pain and mental anguish. One night, after hours of toiling at the computer on portfolio projects, I fell suddenly ill with nausea, dizziness, tingling and pain in my legs and other odd symptoms. I've had anxiety attacks before, but this was unlike any I've ever encountered. I laid on the ground next to our faux fireplace heater, when suddenly, the muscles outlining the center of my chest squeezed intensely inwards, suffocating me. My chest became incredibly painful, and I fell short of breath and nearly passed out. I rushed to our room telling my wife to call the ambulance because I think I'm having a heart attack. Some minutes later, they arrive. The fireman had a remote EKG machine, and everything checked out. Either way, I was carted off in the fresh foot of snow laid down in the previous hour and driven to the nearest hospital. The all clear on the EKG did not set my mind at ease. Why was I still experiencing this immense chest pain? Even the doctor acknowledged that much, pushing on my ribs to enhance the effect. I was there for nearly 4 hours when the doctor returns with the final all clear. I had no signs of clots, the x-ray was normal, everything was normal. Time to go home, but I was still in immense pain. Was it anxiety? Am I going crazy? The pain is very real. The inability to speak because my voice box was closing off felt very real. What was this? Little did I know this was just the beginning. I had just finished my lifelong goal of getting my degree and beginning the process of starting a new career, but what was to come would further impede progress towards that end.